What's up, YouTube? Today we're bringing you a bioshock 2 review. It's going to be me being Muhterials.
And me, sean0187.
And we're going to start off with the single player review. So, first of all, single player I thought was really well done. The story is amazing. The weapon choices that they gave you, although they weren't as varied, there were still some really good weapons. My favorite is, of course, the drill. So, what do you think your favorite weapon was in Bioshock 2?
I'd have to say I'd probably either like the drill or the rivet gun. The rivet gun was pretty cool. Basically, it was a powerful weapon, especially if you upgrade it with the heavy rivets and,
Yeah,
but
trap rivets.
yeah, and all the trap rivets and everything. That was pretty cool.
Those were crazy. I love using the trap rivets.
And yeah, the best thing to do is another strategy that a lot of people like to use is when you're harvesting Adam from the dead people or whatever. You want to set all the traps and your trap rivets first, and then harvest basically, because basically that makes it so it's a lot easier to kill all the splicers that swarm you. But yeah.
I mean, for those of you who don't know what the trap rivets do, basically the trap rivets, all they are mines. I mean, people walk over them and they blow up, essentially. So
Yeah. I mean, and another thing that I also thought was good about the single player is that, people were worried when they first saw BioShock and they first found out that you were going to be playing as a Big Daddy. And to be perfectly honest, the Big Daddy isn't that bad as a character. I mean, he actually has some relevant story. I mean, he has a reason and a story. Because basically you find out that he actually wants to save his daughter and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, it actually works out quite well, and it's quite interesting.
yeah. Another issue that people were worried about was, since you were going to be playing as a Big Daddy, that you'd be overpowered and no one would be able to stop you. But the truth is, it's harder than the first game. At least I thought so. I mean, so what'd you think?
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because the Big Daddy, when he gets shot at, he actually, in a way, takes more damage. He takes a lot of damage, more than you would think, more than you would for Big Daddy, and that is a good thing, because you don't want to go through the whole game just feeling like, this is an easy game or whatever. So, yeah, I think they worked out the balancing aspect of the game pretty well.
Yeah. Moving on to multiplayer, what are your insights on that?
Oh yeah, multiplayer. There are a lot of really cool concepts in multiplayer. I mean, the leveling system is pretty rewarding. You get like you get a machine gun when you get to like level 3, and you get like new abilities, like for example the arrow dash, and basically you can also, another interesting concept is taking pictures of doing research pictures of people after you kill them, and you
get damage bonuses and stuff for researching. So, I mean, if you're smart about it, you research all your people you kill, you get a damage bonus on them, and you're going to be that much more unstoppable.
Yeah. I mean, and the one thing I'd have to say, if I have to say there's any problem with multiplayer, is that the map variety isn't there. I mean, I don't know about you, but I thought some of the maps kind of felt the same, but yeah, I mean...
And another thing is, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be able to memorize where everything is in each map. I mean, the maps are too big for a 10-player multiplayer match. So, I mean, the game lost points for that, but overall, I thought it was a really well done multiplayer. I'll be playing it for a while. Sean?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed the multiplayer. I think that, like I said, I think before, like, I think it has a lot of rewards and definitely a lot of customization aspects and everything like that. Definitely, I like the weapons, how you can customize your loadout each time you go into a game, and you can put, like, whatever kind of, you can use plasmids in multiplayer, so there's really a lot of variety to that as well, so yeah, I think it was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, another thing that adds variety in this game is the diversity of the game types in the multiplayer. I like that there's loads of game types. And the Big Daddy suits that spawn in, even in free-for-all, everyone just goes after the Big Daddy suit, so
Yeah.
it works out pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But, so overall, this game, my opinion, I gave it a 8 out of 10. Not quite perfect, but pretty close to it.
If I had to say what I'd want to give this game, I have to say I'd give it an 8.5, and the reason for that, the reason it's not gonna score as good as the first one is because, like many people are saying, and like many reviews also say, it's still a lot similar to the first one in the sense that you're exploring the same places, like the same Rapture, like the same areas and stuff. So basically, I'd have to say it's a a great game, and I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment.